Hello YouTubers, No I'm Demand13 here with a multiplayer video. It's a Domination on Scrapyard, and this is gonna be a dual commentary. I'm using my friend Deester23RR, and say hello.
Hello everybody, I'm Deester23RR.
And in this game, we could be talking about the gameplay, but the gameplay is boring. So we're gonna be talking about different subjects and stuff that you guys sent us in the comments, but unfortunately, we don't have those because it's technical difficulties. So we're just gonna talk about random stuff that we made up. And the first thing we're gonna talk about the chopper gunner versus the AC-130. And obviously, like a lot of people say, definitely the chopper gunner is better, I think. However, the AC-130 could pull off sort of like, I don't know what, like it's definitely not. It's definitely, I think it's close behind actually. The chopper gunner, it has infinite ammo, okay, and it's up there for 60 seconds, which is way longer than the AC-130. However, it moves a lot, and sometimes you might not get a kill, or you might miss a guy because it's moving. For example, you can't shoot right below you, and sometimes a guy is right below you when the chopper gunner is moving around, and so that's always really annoying. Obviously, if you're trying to go in for a nuke, I recommend that you use the chopper gunner. However, the AC-130, on the other hand, it's up there for only like, what, 45 seconds or something? I think someone timed it was like 39. But it does, but the only bad thing really is that for the short period of time that it's up there, is that it has to reload. For the big gun, you shoot once and you have to wait like, what, 3 or 4 seconds, 5 seconds or something? Yeah, like 5 seconds for it to reload or something. And then you go to the next one where you just like shoot out like cannons or something, and you shoot like 5 probably, right? Yeah, 5, and then and then you have to reload those. And then the machine gun, you can only probably shoot fully automatic for like 5 seconds. So, I mean, what are your takes on it, Deester?
Well, I highly recommend the chopper gunner because it is very powerful. Because sometimes you can get a lot of double and triple kills. AC-130, it's alright, but sometimes when they're like bunched up together, usually the missile takes a little while to get there. So like they run away, but it still kills them. But yeah, my tips are to definitely use the chopper gunner if you're trying to get nukes or something, or like an EMP. And if you want to get challenges with the AC-130, get the title, and get that title and the emblem. You can do that. Same with the chopper gunner, but I highly recommend the chopper gunner.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention the positives about the AC-130. For one thing, it has 2 sets of flares, so it has a lot less chance of being shot down. Also, it's really high up in the air, so the people can't really see it too well, and it moves around in a circle, but you don't really sense the circle, sort of. But they definitely do, because if you go up behind a building, they can't see you. So that's a really good thing about the AC-130. But also, just because the amount of firepower it can shoot off, if you use it correctly, one big thing, the second medium things, and then the small thing, you can rack up a lot of kills, especially as what Deester said, like if they're bunched up, for example, in a map. What's the map? Well, Wasteland, yeah, it's really open. Oh yeah, Estate, I guess you could say, because if they're all in the house or something, or they're all outside in the building, it's just definitely a lot better. And what should we talk about next?
Well, my tips on camping. My tips are always, if you're in a good spot, sit there and wait. But if they keep finding you, or they keep charging you and you're close to dying, they'll keep going and going and going. You're gonna have to move sometime, and there's some place. But as I do here, I'm camping and I do get my kill streaks. I look at my map on the top left corner to just make sure my guys are still over there. So if they die, then I can look both ways. And with the heartbeat, it's like a mini radar also. It really helps. It helped me a lot. But if someone has Ninja Pro on or just a Ninja, you're kind of screwed, because if they're like behind you or something and you don't see them on your little heartbeat radar, then you're dead pretty much. So yeah, always find a good spot. You could stay in the same building or something, but just move around different places. You gotta find good spots. And here I call my Predator missile and I epically fail, because that guy gets blown up and then I just shoot and I like hit the truck and it's already like blown up. But yeah, my tips definitely are stay in the same spot or move in the same building, and I recommend the heartbeat sensor.
This is definitely a little random, but Wings of Redemption, I don't know if you heard of that. Have you heard of him, Deester? No? Well, he's a guy who snipes a lot, but he's not a sniper who, I guess, rushes. And Sean0728, also known as Hutch, he kind of rushes with the sniper and does a lot of quick scoping. And I was just wondering, what is your take on it? Like Wings of Redemption, he cams and he doesn't even use stopping power sometimes. He uses like cold-blooded and stuff like that. What more of a sniper are you? Like rushing or?
Well, I am kind of a camper, but sometimes I usually rush. Mostly, I rush more than camp because I think I'm a pretty good no-scoper. I want you guys to take a look at M40A3 Predator. He is a great sniper. He rushes, but he is very great. And I don't know if he's gotten any nukes with those or not, but he does get a lot of Predator missiles. But yeah, check him out too. And yeah, just check him out.
Yeah, M40A3 Predator, he does a lot of montages, so if you want to check him out. And I think I'm more of a rushing sniper. I like trying to quick scope, even if I fail miserably. I think it's really fun to do, especially when you get it and you're not even like really sure that you like can get it. Like for example, just people who like always get it all the time, like just quick scope, that's what they do. And it's really funny when someone who doesn't just gets one. I mean, I personally think it's pretty cool. So yeah, we're both gonna say our favorite guns and why, I guess. And this is definitely a kind of scripted commentary. It's definitely more scripted than my other ones. So just live with it, I guess. Pretty much just yeah. This is what you guys wanted, or actually what I wanted to do. Anyway, my favorite gun is the AUG H-Bar. I think of it as an assault rifle, but I think it has a lot more damage. I personally think it does, and plus of the larger clip size than any other assault rifle. I think it's really cool. I don't even think it should be in the light machine gun class. I think it should be in the assault rifle class personally. And I usually use grip with it, and I usually use hardline because it is actually pretty it has pretty high damage, like I said before. So I think I'm just gonna interrupt from one thing. Let's just talk about our favorite like guns for each class, I guess. Is that good with you? So my favorite assault rifle is the ACR, no recoil, pretty low damage, but with stopping power it's pretty much the same. You can't really tell the difference. My favorite submachine gun is probably the Vector. I don't really know why. I think it's just really fun to use. And then light machine gun AUG, obviously. Sniper rifle is the Intervention, definitely. And yeah, so what about you?
Well, my favorite assault rifle is also the ACR because it is there's like no recoil, very high accuracy, pretty good damage. My favorite submachine gun has to be the UMP-45 with the silencer, and it takes like 3 shots to kill him. Well, that's just me, because I've gotten a nuke with that gun too. My favorite LMG is also the AUG H-Bar. It is very powerful. I highly recommend the grip. It's probably the best thing for it. My favorite sniper rifle is probably the Intervention, because, I mean, it is just awesome.
Sorry to interrupt you, D. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and especially subscribe to D23RR. I'm going to put his name in the description. And also comment and rate it, please, my video, because it'll just get me more popular. And then, so yeah, see you guys later.
Alright, peace out.